Getting inside a world-class
Alright guys, Link9US here, bringing you the first video of my commentary for Sly 3 walkthrough. For this walkthrough we are going to focus on the beginning of the first episode, Opera of Fear. Now for those of you who have played other Sly Cooper games, there is some things to point out. The first Sly Cooper game was very different than the second and third game. This game has not really changed many of the elements that you will find in the second game, with the added addition of dialogue choices and interacting with NPCs, as you will see in a bit. The first game was far more linear, did not have the added additions of quests or a health pool. Since they added the health pool to the character in the other two games, they have created a much more easier game because you're not killed as much, where if you get hit once or twice you're most likely dead. And if you fall in the water you die instantly in the first game. That was always frustrating for me. Also, as I said before, the levels were a lot more linear. Sly 2 and Sly 3 have added more expansive environments to explore, which is actually pretty cool. And for those of you who have actually played a lot of the Sly games, collecting the bottles was a standard for the Sly franchise, but for some reason they didn't decide to include that part into this game, so you don't have to worry about collecting all the bottles on each stage. But like Sly 2, you will have to undertake many jobs and tasks to complete before you finally engage in a group operation at the end, or a heist that concludes the level.
As his career started to take off, musical tastes changed. Suddenly, it was all about rock music, and no one wanted to listen to opera anymore.
I'll continue the commentary after this cutscene.
And it was these mobsters that took him into the business. Heading onto this guy's turf was dangerous, but worth it for a chance to make things right with Murray.
Here we go. Sly Cooper and the gang. This is episode 1, the Opera of Fear. And mainly for this video we are just mainly going to focus on the first job. I'm not going to really do anything else. On future videos I will actually, have much longer videos, probably about 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll be doing, more multiple jobs on future videos. This is pretty much standard stuff if you're a Sly veteran. Otherwise you just push O here to interact with all of these little blue colored points, and it's not as hard as it looks. Now this is where you buy gadgets, basically the alarm clock and smoke bomb, which you can't buy currently right now because you only have 8 coins. But this is like a shop of sorts, and if you buy these gadgets, you can equip them to your characters.
Criminal past, it seems logical to start our search at the local police station. If he's not already,
and most of the actions that you perform in the game, such as climbing poles, jumping on little spike points, crawling through spaces, etc., is all performed by using the O button.
Massive dome marks the Venetian police station.
And now we're starting to go to the waypoint for the first job.
I'm afraid it's a losing battle. Don Octavio runs the show in this neighborhood. It's his security forces patrolling the streets, not the cops.
Noted. Looks like I found my way inside.
Well, that dome is covered in glazed tile. There's no way to climb up there.
Oh, come on, pal. There's always a way.
Yes, there is. There's always a way. And since I've played both games, I'm pretty well aware of, all the controls and everything.
Partner. I've got the blueprints to the vent system in front of me. I should be able to guide you to the jail cell.
Hey, Murray, is that you?
That name's a stain on my pants, bro. What?
Now, you guys will recognize this guy if you played the other games. If not, then that's okay. This is actually Dimitri from the second Sly game. He was one of the former Claw Gang members and one of the bosses in one of the episodes that you had to fight. Now in Sly 3, he's actually joined up with you in the game.
Name calling and get to business.
Looking for main man Murray, eh? Sorry, but I'd rather see you get busted big time. God!
One of the things I really love about the Sly Cooper franchise is the dialogue. I think out of all the Sly Cooper games, that Sly 3's humorous dialogue is probably the best, though. Now, this is what I was referring to before as the dialogue choices. They are fairly easy, and if you don't get one right, it usually just starts over until you pick the right options. And as you can see here, I tried to show off some of the more humorous dialogue options. If you just want to pass this point and move on, you can just select the options O and triangle.
Where's that generous nature you're so famous for? I always pegged you as the bigger man in these types of situations.
I'm a big man. Big with the payback and the sex appeal. Got that, Ant? I control the beat on this track. You're just a fencer.
If those cops get their mitts on me, who's gonna break you out of jail?
You might get the cell door open, but the cops would throw down and bust me on the way out. And then I'll get the double sentence. Grief!
How about I get the cops' attention, then run for it? Once they're all outside shooting at me, you can slip out no problem.
No, that's a plan I can get behind. Dimitri is free and Cooper is cooked. Kiefer said his head collector's office.
Okay, great. This other lock won't be a problem. I should be able to crack it by hand.
Get me out of here, and I'll find Murray. No sweat. Just keep on the down low and out of sight near them coppers, bro. They're a bad bunch of bunnies.
I apologize, the TV was on in the background. Alright, going for the key is pretty easy. You just have to stay out of sight and kind of stay to the left and make a straight shot to the waypoint while climbing under the tables.
No one is sure of the cause, but the effects have been devastating on the local
Pretty
wildlife
easy.
and tourist trade.
Just follow the blue color to crawl underneath there. And now you got the key.
Nice work. Head back to Dimitri's cell and free him. If he's true to his word, we'll be talking to Murray in no time.
This next part is still not too hard. You just have to make sure you are under a table when the lights turn on.
Where was I?
If you are not under a table, you will be spotted and the job will fail.
Power's on the fritz again. It'll calm down in a few minutes.
Better make sure you're under a desk when the lights come back on.
Just as Bentley said.
You look a lot better in the dark, Petro. Really.
You always want to play
are an
things safe.
ugly
You don't want to
ugly
just try to
man.
run for it. Otherwise, you could possibly have a job fail.
Jeez.
And if the job fails, you don't have to actually, complete the entire episode again or the entire job. You just start right back where you left off when you retrieve the key. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Keep your hands to yourself, Leon. I can see, Da! I can see!
Can you really crack this coconut?
Okay, cracking the lock
Sure,
for
just
Dimitri's
take a
cell
look.
was a little complicated. It took me a few tries to figure it out, but the trick is you have to rotate it clockwise and then counterclockwise, really slowly. Not too fast, and when you see the blue color, you just release and rotate again.
This safe will be tough to crack.
Not too
but I
difficult, but
think
might
those
take a
are
few
hard
tries to
locks.
figure it out.
Slowly rotate the left analog stick until you feel a vibration. Stop, then go in the other direction, again feeling for the vibration. Then a reverse direction again, and stop when you get the third vibration. Once
And this is actually where you get the Intimate Moments trophy unlocked as well. It won't be
I'll do
shown in
like
this
I
video
promised.
because I
Just
already
distract
have
the
it.
cops
I
so
love
you
this
can make your
dialogue here, right
escape.
here.
Solid. Don't worry, no mind. Straightway our password for Murray to
This
find
dialogue
you.
coming up.
Meet at Rialto Bridge. Big Italian landmark.
Okay, guess it's showtime.
Hello, assorted meatheads. And lady. Anyone feel like some exercise?
Cooper! Grab him, then!
And I'm out.
You've got some serious nerve showing up in my squad room.
I was concerned we were growing apart.
Then let's spend some quality time together in my interrogation cell.
So forward. What happened to the demure girl I used to know?
She grew up and stopped taking grief from guys like you.
Guys like me? Are you saying I've got some competition for your affections?
Apparently so.
You're the only man in my sights right now.
Okay, for those of you who have played the other game, this is the usual run from Carmelita event. You just have to keep running, make sure you don't get shot from her bullets. Obviously this is the first stage, so it's going to be rather easy at this point. Try not to fall in the water. If you do, you will not only lose some health, you won't actually die, but her bullets cause considerable damage. It's pretty easy to complete though.
Why run? You know I'll catch you.
Greetings, old Inspector Fox! Man, you're in it again!
Hope that man will work both ways.
That's right. Hide in the sewers like the rat you are.
And here is the interaction
Thanks for
between
the quick
Murray
escape.
and Sly. And
I
if
owe
you
you
follow
one.
along with the opening
Again.
cutscenes to this
Of course,
episode,
sir,
apparently
sir.
Murray has
We are
chosen to
all in
not
need
team
of
up
peace.
with Sly and gang, and has
You're
contacted
really
a
full
girl
hog on this
that
dream
told
time
him that he
stuff,
must
huh?
walk a
My
different
mind
path.
is clear, like the woodland
If you're
after a
wondering
forest
actually
fire.
what happened to
Listen,
Bentley
we need
and
you
why
back
he's in a
on the team.
wheelchair, it's
That
due
thing
to the
with
very
Bentley,
end of
it
Sly
wasn't your
2.
fault. He doesn't
Of course, I
blame you
won't
for the
spoil it, but
wheelchair.
I would play
Sorry,
that game
Sly.
before starting this
I
one.
walk a different path. My
So you
guru,
understand, you know, the
in
full
his
story.
wisdom, told me to lose myself and not return until the black water ran pure. So here I stay.
You sure he didn't tell you to get lost and not come back until you cleaned out the water filter?
Come on, I'm on a real spirit quest here.
Sorry. Tell me everything. I've missed you, pal.
Well, it's a long and awesome story. You got any gum?
And that's it. Job complete. 1% completion, 99% left to go.
Murray refuses to join the gang.
This is the usual Operation Heist, where Bentley comes up with what to do next. He is always the brains of the operation for every little skirmish the Sly Cooper gang gets themselves into. Pretty much the genius of the group.
Thanks to Inspector Fox's fine detective work, we already know that Don Octavio is somehow connected. As non-law operatives, we'll be able to tackle the situation in a more
It's kind of sad that he's in a
head-on
wheelchair
fashion.
now, though.
First, we break into Octavio's opera house. If he's hiding anything, we'll find it. We should also keep a close eye on the dog. Some photographic evidence of him connected to the tar might be enough to get the old mobster put away. Of course, meanwhile, I'll monitor local communication frequencies. With some luck, we might pick up some quality intel.
And you can actually choose to take on the extra challenges for tutorials, but I chose to skip them instead. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I will see you in the next video where we are going to focus on the next 3 jobs.